Good day and welcome to today's construction class. My name is Oluwatumbi Blessing Olalekon, the founder of Maekll. Alright, so considering the problem as displayed on the screen, we are to create a 3D solid shape using Autodesk Inventor. Alright, so the very first thing I'm going to actually let you take note of is this. This object is in first angle orthographic projection, obviously. Alright, so right here is my plan, right here where my cursor is, right here where my cursor is my front elevation, right here is my plan, and right here is my end elevation. Now, as it is now, I mentioned this at the inception of this Autodesk Inventor class for this particular session. If you check my first tutorial video and second tutorial video, I told you the most important thing is you knowing what to draw. Okay, knowing how your object actually looks like pictorially or isometrically. Alright, and this object displayed on the screen right now, I won't really be going deep into how we actually came about it isometrically, but we are going to reproduce it, okay, in a 3D shape, which is going to be isometric or pictorial in nature. But if you actually need help understanding how to convert stuffs like this from orthographic to isometric, kindly check the playlist on our YouTube page. Here we have a playlist dedicated to this topic itself, conversion from orthographic to isometric projection. There is a playlist dedicated to it. Just check that playlist on our YouTube page, so you are going to find it there. I think that playlist is from series 1 to 10, from part 1 to 10. So, and it is well detailed and quite insightful, right? So for this particular object you are seeing on the screen, for this problem you are seeing on the screen, okay, so this particular object you are seeing on the screen, this problem, this is how it looks like pictorially. Okay, this is how it looks like pictorially. That is it. Okay, this is how it actually looks like pictorially. Okay, and now how do we reproduce this? How do we reproduce what you're actually seeing on the screen? So follow me. And you know, if you check the first and second part of this tutorial video in Autodesk Inventor that I explained, I told you can actually develop your object taking any of the views, picking any of the views. Alright, so for today's video, I'll be using some of the modified toolbar like the mirror, the extend, and the likes. Okay, so I'm going to be using them, so just calm down and observe with me as we move on. Exactly. Okay, now I'm going to actually produce this object from the front elevation. This area where my cursor is, that is the front elevation, and that is where I'm going to actually produce this object from. Now I can actually decide to produce it half, but me, I love making my own things faster and easier, so I'm just going to create this whole object out of a single sketch, out of one sketch. Okay, so now look at what I'm going to actually do now. Okay, the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my start to the sketch, click on this. I'm going to pick a circle from this midpoint, circle of radius 30, that will be diameter 60, enter. Okay, like this. Like this. Okay, after doing that, I'm going to actually draw a line, the line from here across to this area like this. So I'm going to pick this for hidden line, construction line. I'm going to pick my line. I'm going to draw this construction line somewhere from the midpoint down there. Take note of that. Okay, now back to my problem. Okay, the data dimension at that bottom part is, should I put dimension yet? Yeah, okay, let me leave the dimension. Let me just draw the full shape first of all. Okay, I'm having this shape right here, like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay, it's giving me construction line vibe, but I can change that later, so no worries. So let me just change it once I'm like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, and I'm going to close it here like this. So this one is giving me, so I'm going to highlight this line here. I'm going to make it something like this. So take note of that. Now for my dimensioning, from the edge here at the top here is 112. Okay, 112. So picking my dimension from here to here, 112, enter. So I'm having that in that order that way. So but I need to make it equal size centralized. So I'm going to use this constraint, symmetric constraint. Clicking on this constraint, I pick this line, and the middle line I created earlier on, this. So it's going to give me that like that. Okay, take note of that. 112. So likewise on the the edge on the inside over there is 40. Forty is here to here. 40. I'm going to use this symmetric constraint also. This, and this for my 40. Take note of that. So the distance from here to here, that's 72. So with my dimension, I pick this 72, enter. Okay, I think it's already centralized right there. Okay, so next, I'm having 12 plus 24 plus 24. Yeah, Inventor can do calculation. Okay, so 112 plus 24 plus 24, enter. So I'm having that right there. Still using the symmetric constraint here, and the middle here. I have that right there. So take note of that. So for the height, 32, 82, 28. So this one is 32. This one is 82. Let me set this to be 20 for starters. 28. Okay, like that. I think that will do. Alright, so I can make this. We are not giving dimension there, so I think I'm going to make the area 40. Quite better, right? So I'm going to make this area 24. Already settled. So I can trim. I'm going to trim. Yeah, I'm trimming this off, this off, this and this off like that. Take notes. Okay. Now, this shape here, is 80 in width, and the height is 40. You can see 80 in width, height of 40. So height of 40, 80 in width, enter. And I'm going to bring it down here. So wait, I'm going to change dimension here to something 30. I think that's better. So I'm going to use my symmetric constraint also here, and here. So I have that right there. Okay, I said I'm going to use one sketch for everything. So this is 15 right there. So I'm going to actually pick my line and draw this like this. Then I'm going to pick offset of 15 right there like that. Okay, 15 minus 24, that's 9. 9 divided by 2, that's 4.5. Dimension from here to here is going to be 4.5. So now instead of me redrawing these two levels, I'm going to mirror it. So I'm going to click on my mirror. I'm going to pick this line and this line. Click on mirror line. Pick this same vertical line here. Then what? Apply and what? Done. Do you see that? So what else? I'm going to create this hidden stuff here. Here you see it's 20 and it's sitting on this side here. 20. That web 20. So with this here to here, using my offset, this 20, enter. 32 minus 20 is what? 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So here to here is going to be 6, enter. So I think that is that. Okay, one more thing. This shape you are having here, this is the hidden line there, and the distance there is what? Is 50 from each other. So I'm going to draw my line like this and draw another. Created this one here now. Okay, so here to here is 50. So with my symmetric constraint, I pick this, and this. So balanced like that. So now I can finish my sketch and start extruding. I'm going to start extruding now. Take note. I'm going to start extruding now. Looking at the plan, okay, this body itself, the distance is 64. I am extruding to the width. Since I produced the elevation, I am extruding to the width. So the whole of this thing, the distance is 64, and I'm going to make it actually symmetric. I'm going to make it symmetric. Okay, then I click on plus. Okay, I click on plus. Now this shape you are seeing here, this is it on my plan. It comes out extra extra 15. Okay, 64 divided by 2 is 32. 32 plus 15. So that shape, I'm going to do it 32 plus 15. That is it, that shape there. Then plus also. Now take note of this hole here is 25, and then I've created this down already. So, and that is this shape here, and I think I have the other side there. So 25, I make it symmetric. Then I use cut. I have that hole right there with my plus again. Okay, I'm going to sort out this. Okay, this now yeah. Okay, the distance for this, are we given? No. Okay, the distance is 30, so I'm cutting it at 30. So that's the shape there as 30. Then I'm using symmetric. Then cut. Then I'm clicking plus also. Now it remains this shape, this recess here. Okay, so the distance for this area is 40. That's the 40. So coming back here, I'm picking those two lines. Okay, I'm going to that first one and that second one. I'm picking 40. I'm making it symmetric. Then I'm cutting. You see, then I click OK. So as it is now, I am having my object. So if I look at the front elevation, yes, it aligns with the problem right there. Do you see that? If I look at my plan, you can see that it aligns with it right there. Okay, and my end view also aligns with it. So that is the production of that particular object. So I will still keep eating this until it actually gets up. So you must actually understand the concept of conversion from orthographic to isometric. That is the secret to this. So without the knowledge of that, you won't actually you might not actually enjoy this particular software, Autodesk Inventor, because you don't actually know what to draw. But if you have a knowledge of what to draw, you know the basics, conversion from orthographic to isometric, it is actually going to help you, to actually take grasp of whatever we'll be doing from this moment onward. Alright, so once again, my name remains Oluwatumbi Blessing Olalekon, the founder of Maekll. Kindly ensure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and also refer it to your friends who might be in need of it. Thank you.